Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and you're watching some more iRacing. This is a practice session where I jumped in and I actually wanted to start trying out all the different GT3 cars since week 13 is this week and promotions happen at the end of week 13, so a week from now, or a week from tomorrow. I think, yeah, it's been a while since I've been promoted, so I'm off. I think it's like a week from Tuesday. So anyways, I'll be getting my B class license back and I'll be able to scoot back into some racing. And really, the big reason why is that my work schedule prohibits me from racing many of the series because, for instance, the V8 Supercar, the Americas series, they run Thursday, Fridays, and they run about, I think right now it's about 6:15, and I get off work at 6. So I really don't have any time to get home, get prepared, and run in that series, even though I'd love to run in that series. And then the strength of field race for Australia is Sunday night, and I think right now, due to the time change, it kicks off at 1 o'clock in the morning. I really don't want to be running, at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night to get up at, 7 o'clock the next morning to go to work and try to be productive in the office. So, I don't know. There have been a couple of things I'm thinking about doing as far as Thursday, Fridays are concerned, maybe going to work a little early so I can get out a little early. We'll see if I can swing that, but I really want to get back in the V8 Supercar because although I haven't been racing, I have been following the update, and I really like what I see basically in the V8 Supercar coming up. From like an audio standpoint, I really like what they've done too. It sounds more like a real V8 Supercar, and so my hope is that especially with new Tyrrell Model 6 on there, it'll handle like it should, and it won't be so. While I do enjoy the difficulty in the vehicle because it prevents the masses from jumping in and handling it, I know it'll still be difficult, but it'll make it a little bit more manageable, something that maybe might be a little bit more enticing, bring in some new people, not assholes hopefully, but it'll just sort of revitalize the series again, because it had a couple of ticks up back when the Holden came out. A lot of people were running it, and then tried it out at least for the first few weeks, and then after that, when the new Ford Falcon came out, that sort of had an uptake in the amount of people that were visiting the series, at least for a few weeks. But from what I can tell, it's died down. The league I was running in dissolved, so I don't really have that anymore, which would have been great. But again, they were running at a time where I would still be at work anyway, so it's unfortunate. But my thing is that I actually want to get back into GT3 racing, and not because like I am crazy and I really like getting wrecked out, but it's really only racing that's available at night when I'm running. I'd have to look at when most of the series go official, but a lot of them go official during the daytime, when I'm at work. So being able to jump online and do some racing in GT3 and to get like a 9 o'clock PM race going, 8, 9, 10 o'clock PM race going, it's what I need to do. I miss sim racing. I really do miss racing next to people and having a good time. So in preparation for that too, I was like, oh my gosh. So there are some things that I want to talk about as far as what's been going on in my personal life, and then what things have been going on that have been keeping me busy. So without going into too much detail, I actually went up to Canada. I visited my buddy Chalk. I sat in his Obuto, and I didn't get a chance to race in it, although I kind of wanted to, but I didn't want to be like too presumptuous, be like, can I please try this out? But I sat in it, and I was just like, oh my god, I miss triple monitors, because for the longest time, I've just had my one BenQ, it's 24-inch, 144 hertz monitor, and I've been like, I want to get triple monitor set up again, because I missed that, because I went from 3, they were like, I don't know, 20-inch, I think, 3 20-inch Acer monitors. They're cheap. They're like $90 monitors, but whatever. They got the job done, and I enjoyed the 3 monitors. I mean, it was a great setup. And then I got so what happened is I ditched those. I bought the one BenQ, and then I bought Track IR, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been missing. I was like, just imagine Track IR with triple monitors. And then just things happened, and I was out of sim racing for a long time, the last 2 seasons, and then so now here I am. I was like, you know what, in sort of preparation, I want to get triple monitors again, especially after I saw Chalk's setup. I'm like, that's what I want. Eventually, I'm not going to go get an Obuto right now because I've got other things to pay for, but eventually I'd like to get there. But I said, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a couple monitors. And I did. So I picked up a couple other 24-inch BenQ monitors, not the 144 hertz. Those those things are actually pretty expensive. Like when I bought my first one, it was like $450. And then now they're up over 600. So I'm like, I don't know about that. But they're just, they're 24-inch, they're 60 hertz, and that's completely fine with me. I don't need it. I also need to upgrade my graphics card because that one took a dump on me a while ago. And so now I've got a 960 in there, and of course, like the 10 series came out, so I don't want to spend money on a 980 and then have a 1080 out and be like, I should have got a 1080. Super excited to get back into iRacing. I'm super excited to make videos again. The only problem I have is that the single monitor setup was wonderful for recording live. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to figure out like what's the best way to record most of the screens in a triple setup so I can record live. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to do like I did before, where I just did replays in topical commentaries, which I'm pretty sure I'll do a bunch of those anyways. But yeah, I've got some good things, some good news in my life going on that I'd like to share, and I'd like to do it in a longer format. And races tend to be a great format for just sort of longer topical commentaries. Other than that, this video, I think I forgot to mention in the beginning, I was chasing this guy down, and I was pushing so hard, and I made pretty much every every mistake you could possibly make. So just shows the rust. But like I said, I really enjoy this car, and I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna do my best to get something done in week 13. I mean, week 13 is always fun, especially to be able to try some of the stuff out. But looking forward to week 1 of season 3, and hopefully, you know, I'll be able to pump out. My idea is to get, you know, a video a week from GT3. You know, maybe get 2 or 3 races in during the week, and then post the best race, and hopefully they're not terrible. That's kind of what I want to avoid. I do have, if you've subscribed to me for the Focus ST videos, I do have some racing that I do want to get to. There are some car vlogs I kind of want to get to as well, because I do want to do a little bit more of a detailed discussion of my day at Fontana, just because I didn't really do that in the first video that I posted. So it'd be kind of nice to go through and kind of talk about that in a little bit more detail. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.